So Florida Georgia Line is obviously one of the biggest acts in all of country music, and really even in the pop space, if you want to get into it. The duo of Tyler Hubbard and Brian Kelley has been a mainstay on the country music charts for years and years now, and they only seem to be getting bigger and bigger. But unfortunately, recently, it looks like there's been some trouble in paradise, with Tyler Hubbard even recently unfollowing Brian Kelley on Instagram. Friends don't unfollow their friends, folks. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. But we're going to get to that. In fact, they're now addressing this because this sent the internet into an uproar, wondering whether or not this could be the end of the road for Florida Georgia Line. Now, they're making good music. They're making a lot of money. Let's hope that they're not going to break up over some sort of disagreement that they have. And it even almost looks like this breakup might happen because of politics. All right, let's get to it. Here, according to Entertainment Tonight, you have Florida Georgia Line's Tyler Hubbard reveals why he briefly unfollowed bandmate Brian Kelley on Instagram. Florida Georgia Line's Tyler Hubbard is revealing why he briefly unfollowed his bandmate Brian Kelley. During an interview with SiriusXM, Hubbard explained that he unfollowed him during the recent election, so it was political. Hubbard's wife, h.o.l.y. Hubbard, expressed excitement on Instagram after the race was called for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Meanwhile, in an Instagram comment, Kelley denied voting for Biden. So, I unfollowed BK for a few days while we were through this political, in the middle of this election and everything going on. And I even called and told him, I said, hey, buddy, I love you. And I love you a lot more in real life than on your stories right now. So that's why I'm unfollowing you. Nothing personal. I still love you. You're my brother. I just didn't want to see it every time I opened Instagram, and so it wasn't a big deal. Hubbard noted that he and Kelley complement each other well and said that while they can be a lot different, they also are fundamentally do think a lot alike. Politics is created innately to divide. That's a right and a left, and there's no middle. There's got to be a middle, but ultimately politics is created for division. As it relates to politics, we might have different views or different set of opinions or different way we perceive our leaders, that ultimately we're a lot alike and we think a lot alike. We both believe in God and we both put our faith in him, and we know that he's in control over Donald Trump or Joe Biden. We're voting Jesus and our world and kind of trusting that he's in control and letting our risks come there. Despite the brief unfollow, both Hubbard and Kelley denied rumors that they're splitting up Florida Georgia Line. Somebody sent me an article 2 days ago that said me and BK were breaking up, and I thought, well, that's news to me. We're on great terms. We're feeling stronger than ever. We're loving and supporting each other, even through all the chapters we're in, and are excited for the future. We can't wait to go on tour next year together. We were literally on a call yesterday, just showing up the last details of our record and working on getting some touring cities out here soon and a couple of announcements. And that came through in the middle of the team call. We're just like, well, that's interesting. We're on a phone call right now together talking about the future. So it's pretty interesting. It says, in fact, this instance showed the strength of their relationship. The truth is, we have been in a 10-year relationship, a 10-year partnership, a 10-year commitment to each other. Yes, there have been hard times. It's not all sugar-coated. Me and BK have done work. We've went to therapy. We've sat with each other wanting to kill each other at times. But by the end of it, we were hugging it out because we're brothers and that's what brothers do. Brothers don't always get along. We've had moments when we wanted to kill each other, but a lot of it's out of love. We put that first and foremost. We know the importance of our relationship and how much love we have for each other. So we've worked over the years. We've worked to become stronger and stronger and stronger. And that, even through the hard times, it's made us stronger as friends and brothers and partners. So we're really thankful for it. Can I just be honest here? I think that the latter part of that, what I just went over, is a lot more truthful than I think the initial response, which was, hey man, it's no big deal. I just unfollowed this guy, a guy who I'm in a band with. I unfollowed him because, I just didn't want to see what he's posting. Everybody has an aunt or an uncle or a family member that you don't agree with politically, and you certainly, I think normal people don't go and unfollow them. Now you take that and you're in a band or you're in an act with somebody, it is bizarre to go and unfollow that person just because you don't agree with political views, right? If it's all fun and games, like, hey, we don't see things the same, then you don't have to unfollow that person. So it's interesting that he frames it that way, where he says, hey guys, it's no big deal. I just didn't want to see what he was posting. Well, that means you were almost disgusted by what he was posting if you couldn't even look at it. I mean, we can't disagree with people anymore. It's like he wasn't willing to see an opposing opinion to something that he feels, which is fine. It's fair, but I don't think it's all as much roses and sunshine as he's making it out to be. And I think later on in this article, he goes on to talk about wanting to kill each other. It does sound like there was some sort of a fight, but I think he's right on the money. To be clear about this, I think he's right on the money when he talks about how, look, people do have fights. No relationship is perfect. You can get into a tussle. I'm sure they are like brothers. They do get into fights and stuff, and that happens in those type of relationships. So I don't think that they're going to break up or anything, but I do think that he got pissed at him about something and unfollowed him. So it's not all bad. It's not all good. I think it's mostly good. I think they just had a little bullshit tiff, and they're going to get on with it, and they're going to get along. They've accomplished too much together to have some sort of a feud over this, and they should move forward and keep chasing that paper and keep doing well, because that's what Florida Georgia Line does, man. They win. They get those W's every time, and it sounds like they're readying up a new album, and that's probably going to do very well too. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Support them all the way, and I hope they work out any drama that they may have. It sounds like whatever it is resolved now. But guys, let us know what you think in the comments as always, and be sure to subscribe here to CountryCast for breaking news and updates about your favorite artists. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.